And I'm live again. Hi, welcome to the stream there, Obsidian. I didn't know you were getting a new job. That's kind of awesome. Actually, I think you mentioned that. Did you? I don't remember. Um, anyways, another kind of impromptu stream. I normally do my, like, card edit videos as videos. And I figured it would be fun to do it on stream because I can get, like, opinions from chat and ideas from chat, right? Of, like, cards that we can work on. Now, to clarify, this is the progress I've made. I haven't looked at anything. A lot of times before I start recording those videos, I like dig into it and figure out what we're going to do. I have not done that. I think I brought it up, but yeah, I'm going back to being a service advisor. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully that works out better for you. Oh, I just realized chat's kind of like there, raise it up a bit. I kind of like readjusted my camera since yesterday's stream. So if I can get this pulled, oh, there we go. Let's see. So I should be able to, oh yeah, I forgot it broke literally right before I went live, so I have to do it like manually. So this is normally how I go through and find card art to improve. I go through the official like Pokemon site to find the cards, but honestly, their scans suck. Like the official artwork that they do, you can see how pixelated and stuff it is here, like how blurry the text is. Maybe it doesn't look as bad on the stream, but when you go over here and look at the same card on Pokelector, it's so much more sharp, and it's an actual PNG. The corners are actually, like, cut out. Here, it looks like it, but it's a WebP, and so it saves with, like, white corners. It saves as a JPEG. So I guess the first thing is figuring out which card we're doing first. Begging me to go back and finally guarantee me a good amount of weekly pay to drag me back in, but I miss the blood and drama of the dealership, too. I don't think I could be like a salesman. I'm not sure if that's what you did, but I don't think I could do it. Wait, what is it? Wait, why is it? Oh, that was the wrong capture. Whoops. I just broke my layout already. All right, that should hopefully have fixed it. I was trying to just do this if it'll let me. Come on, OBS, stop being dumb. There we go, a little bit cleaner. So, see, this is the hard part, and this is the reason why I don't normally do this on stream, but I figured it would at least be interesting. Like, you know, I don't usually do this on video, is figuring out what card I want to mess around with, and what I could actually do with it, right? Actually, that Rellor card was in another set, because I remember, like, pointing it out and being like, and saying, there's nothing I could do to make this funnier. It's already just... The only things that I could do would be, like, TOS. I mean, that Cyndaquil has a lot of, like, blank space on the card. That would be, like, an easier one to do something with, right? Or Typhlosion. The open mouth usually gives some, like, good options. If I could, like, find something to go with it, at least. There's like a salesman in the service department. I'm the guy that writes up the car and tells you what it needs. I was a mechanic for a long while. Yeah, I am very much, like, not a car person. My car gets me to work. That's kind of all I care about. Team Rocket's Houndor. Doing these EXs can always be kind of a pain because of the way they're laid out. It's just kind of, like, odd, like, trying to recreate any of the background that I would have to, like, get rid of, right? I don't think I've done a single one of those, like, standard EX cards. We have Psyduck at the pole. I'm not getting great ideas here off the bat. I just hadn't done Destined Rivals yet, so I figured it would be, interesting to attempt on stream. Maybe I should have done like a bit of a pre-watch and gone through to figure out what I wanted to do beforehand. We have Electabuzz. I guess we have some nice cards in this set. Got Mary's like hiding out in a dark alley. Kind of makes sense. It's a rocket. Oh, he got Titan EX. That's awesome, man. I still have not done any Destined Rivals, although I may or may not have got something in the other day. So, that will be coming. It'll probably be like a week from now, if I had to guess. I have to actually like film it and edit it. Figure out where it's going to fit into the upload schedule. I might have to just try something with that Typhlosion. Because the general goal is to do 3 cards, right? But I'm struggling to even find one that I have a good idea for. I'm really looking down at this nose pass right now. Cynthia's Givel. I think the Pokemon Company's on to me. They're trying to make cards that are harder to make fun of. I also need to be thinking about that Typhlosion, because I'd like to do something with it, and if I can find a card that I could, like, cut the background out of to reuse, it could work. Also, another part of the issue is a lot of these cards, like, part of them is, like, going off frame, so, like, the tail, the ear, the top of his head. The Meditite would be great, like, kicking through a window or something. Where's that at? Let me go back. Yeah. Not the worst idea, because I could have the Meditite, like, dive kicking on the nose pass. It's not the worst idea. Oh, actually. Hold on. So... let me open image, a new tab. Where is that? Let me way back. That Typhlosion. Oops. I think I can make that work. I think I have an idea. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge to get Meditite to really be in frame. Okay, I think we're gonna go through with this. So I do need to pull this back up while I save these images. Oh, actually, no, not yet. I still need to go refine them now on the better site. So we need the Typhlosion. Then, actually, let's go this way. Then we needed that Meditite. Where's he at? There he is. Alright, I gotta pull this up real quick. Don't need to show you guys all of my terrible file structures. Because I can never, like, name things properly. On top of that, it just ends up being, like, me showing things that are, like, for future videos. Alright, so we get our Typhlosion, and we actually probably won't need the card here. We'll see. So, I guess the first thing first is to actually cut out that Meditite. So I think the easiest option is just go through and reframe him. So, cut out those layers to make it more obvious for the AI I'm going to throw it into. Give us just a solid green background, and have to go full cam while I do this. Save as. I didn't fully think about how I'm going to be doing all of this. I just needed like a giant like sensor bar I could pull up. Alright. Yes. Then I need to open up Photo Room. Yeah, I use Photo Room for a lot of my, like if I need to like remove backgrounds. Oh, come on. It makes me sign in literally every time, which is the annoying part. Like, luckily all I ever have to do is like press the button and I sign in, but it's just annoying having to do it every time. Okay, I don't think it cut him out, like, perfect, to be honest. We'll see. It's on one of my side monitors, which are, like, always throw off color. Alright, open that. We can go back here. So we have our cropped out Meditite. I actually want to see how well it did. It's not bad. He's a little blurry, but he's going to be, like, kind of smaller anyways. This is my first pre-order from Pokemon Center. When do they usually ship out? What did you pre-order? Was it Destined Rivals? Because you should have already had that. Like, it doesn't usually take that long. Alright, paste that into the new layer. Alright, let's see what we can do. Because the idea is to kind of get the leg in there. Because the issue is... to do that, to, like, make it feel like he's actually, like, biting down on the leg would have to be, like, huge. Like, to, like, fill that in, you know what I mean? This idea might not work. Like, maybe, like, back of the mouth would kind of work. Kind of like... I mean, I could do it kind of like that, so his leg's, like, sticking out. He's kind of, like, biting his entire lower body. But in that case, he'd have to be kind of, like... because the teeth would have to be over the shoulder. Black Bolt and White Flare TVs, they usually ship out day of release, or earlier, and you'll get them, like, day of release. At least in my experience. I'm sure, like, it depends on where you're at, and, like, what carrier they decide to go through. Okay, I think that will work. Let's try to make him, like, a little bit larger. As long as his torso isn't in there, right? That's the biggest thing, because of, like, the depth. So I need, if you look right here, between, like, the mouth and the torso, that can't be overlapping. The head doesn't matter, because that'll be going behind. I'm afraid to go too large. Alright, let's try it just like that. Let's duplicate the layer in case I end up making a mistake, so we'll just, like, hide that layer for now. Alright, so we can trim off everything that isn't going to be needed that's sticking out from the card frame. Bam. Alright. Then we're going to bring him back forward. I think it'll work. Hey, Baselia, I don't know how to say your name. Welcome to stream. What the fuck? Yeah, things are happening. Okay. So I think Metatype being behind would make more sense. So we're gonna kind of, like, lower the opacity back. And we just need to erase, like, through here. Hopefully this all, like, kind of comes together. I actually need to turn off my grid lines. Those can get kind of annoying sometimes. It's kind of hard, like, when the colors blend, like, white on white can be, like, a little hard to see. But if I can just, like, trace around it properly. Oh, whoop, okay, I went a little too far there. It's a lot of, like, trial and error sometimes whenever the colors blend that well. Alright, so we need to make sure that we get the ear here, but not the rest of that foot. So let's lower our scale here. Oop. Okay. Lower it a bit more just to get this little piece that's sticking down. Then bring it back forward. Okay, that's not bad. Again, we're gonna have a lot of tweaks to do. I think it's working so far. Why are you editing Pokemon cards? It's funny. The Japanese Black Bolt White Flare released yesterday. It comes out in English on July 18th. Yeah, it's a while out. Now we just got our set release. Like, it's gonna be a bit. I still feel like I needed to make him larger, but the torso just wouldn't have fit properly. If we can add the shadow, I think it'll be okay. So what is our next step here? I mean, obviously colors and stuff need to be corrected. If he's supposed to be in the background... Alright, let's go and just do this first. So we want to actually bring out our clone stamp. Wherever it is. I can never locate it. But maybe a little bit bigger. And we're actually going to clone stamp out the eyes, because I have a different plan with those. So just remove these in their entirety. In their entirety. The issue is kind of playing with where that shadow is. Yeah, Basilia? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name completely wrong. It's something I've been doing for a while. I used to YouTube shorts of it, and it turned into like full-length videos of it, and it's my first time doing it on stream. Just kind of like making parodies of cards. I probably should have like had some of them on screen for examples for people who haven't seen it yet. I'm always like, hey, no, Mr. Nintendo, you were not that late. Well, and to be fair, the goal was to just do the leg, but I kind of miscalculated the size of the leg versus how wide the mouth was. So we kind of have to, like... I kind of had to do it how I did it. It wasn't supposed to be biting down on Metatite's bottom, but that's just kind of how it ended up. Alright. That's pretty well removed. We still have part of the... I guess we can just kind of